She was born in West Virginia when times were really tough. Folks didn't have much money and barely food enough. In all the nation, it was one of the poorest states. We survived tough times, though, 'cause Mama had strong faith. She taught us how to pray. She prayed when things were good. She prayed when things were bad. She prayed and prayed and prayed through all the times we had. It was her faith in God that helped to pull us through. With little money or food to eat, who else could we turn to? I look unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord. That was the favorite prayer Mama would often send as she looked up at the Blue Ridge Mountains surrounding our shack down in that West Virginia glen. Many times I saw her down on bended knee, praying or singing, "Precious Lord, take my hand," or just a closer walk with Thee. Whenever trouble came, it didn't stay too long. With Mama's mighty prayers and songs, the darkness soon was gone. One summer day when I was young, I'd wandered off to play along the mountainside. I decided to climb the cliff where danger seemed to hide. Up I went, climbing high to reach a mighty height. But then the mountain became sheer cliff, and I fell into a fright. With nothing to hold on to, I began to scream and cry. Why, if no one came to help me soon, I was going to fall and die. I was too high up for the firemen below, when who should appear but my brother, Joe. It seems Mama had come out on the back porch that day and told him, "Go look for your sister. Do it now. Don't delay." But how did she know the trouble I was in, or that the only ones who could save me was my brother Joe and Junie, his friend? I look unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, was the favorite prayer Mama would often send as she looked up at the Blue Ridge Mountains surrounding our shack down in that West Virginia glen. When I was a young married woman who was pregnant with child, living a long way from home, almost 1,000 miles, I had taken ill and was going into shock when someone came to my door and started to knock. Soon I heard the door open, and in my misery looked up to see a stranger staring at me. She was a long-lost relative living just around the bend, and my cousin, a nurse. Oh, what a godsend. Rushing me to the hospital in just the nick of time after 6 blood transfusions. Soon I was fine. Once again, Mama's prayers and faith had turned things around. Who would have thought that she could have found a cousin living 1 block away who just happened to be home at that time on that day? I look unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord was the favorite prayer Mama would often send as she looked up at the Blue Ridge Mountains surrounding our shack down in that West Virginia glen. Even now, as my hair has turned gray, in times of trouble I think, what would Mama say? And I start to sing and pray. Then I ask the Lord to show me the way. So many times Mama saved our family from disaster with a wisdom from beyond that will live ever after. She's gone now, departed this world, but the banner she left is forever unfurled. I was with her on that final day. I heard her speak the last words she would ever say. With a look so serene upon her tired face, and a voice that came forth from some other place, she said, "In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go." And she was gone, carried away by the angels to her heavenly home. Hearing those words and seeing her face, I knew the Lord was with her and all was safe. She had crossed over to where she belonged, and all earthly troubles were over and gone. I shall never forget that moment. It shall always hold sway, for I saw the grace of God on that sacred day. My dear family and mothers everywhere, happy Mother's Day. Here's a word I'm sending you on this special day. We must teach our children always to pray, to stay close to God, come what may, to be rooted in prayer and walk sight unseen, knowing the great Master controls everything. This is our heritage, our ancestors' way. We must not allow our children to lose it in the darkness of this day. In this time of peril, with danger around, strengthening their faith will keep them aground. What a great legacy to be carried on, one that can weather the most raging storm. Thank you, Mama. Thank you so much for leaving this treasure that will never rust. I look unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show. Drop me a line and let me know what you think about it. You can send it to hillbillysoulsister@gmail.com. I'm always interested in learning what you think about the show and how I can improve it. Or maybe you might just want to say hi or drop me a line about your dear mother or maybe a story. I'd love to hear from you. And I again want to wish you a happy Mother's Day. And I'll see you next week. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise.